I get asked by a lot of people who want to start out in doing watercolor painting what kind of paint they should buy. But really it's more important to have a good paper and a good brush than the paint that you use. I use lots of different papers to try them out, and oh, hi Patina. One of my favorite ones just for starting out and getting to know how to use watercolor without spending too much money would probably be the Canson, this one right here. It's about $10 and you have 30 sheets of paper that come in it. What you want to look for when you're buying watercolor paper is a paper that's really thick. You'll see different weights. This one is 140 pounds, so it's fairly thick. The 90-pound weight is the one that comes under it, and it's a very thin paper. You can actually wear holes through it when you're painting with it, or it buckles a lot with too much water. I really don't recommend it. It's really hard to work with. But the 140-pound weight is really nice. If you get into more professional papers, Arches paper is fantastic. I really like it. So there's two different kinds here. This is the 140-pound weight here. Really heavy weight. Takes a lot of water, takes a lot of paint. You can be really rough on it. You can even come in with a knife afterwards and scrape some stuff off for some highlights. You can do a lot more with it. And this is the 300-pound weight, so even thicker paper. You can just dump the water on it, dump the paint on it. It handles a lot of abuse, which is really great. So, but this is a really good one for starting out with, and that won't break the bank. The next thing you want to do is get some good brushes. The best student quality starter brushes that I found are at Joann's, and there's a pack of these brushes here. It's 12 brushes come in the pack for about $16. They're actually labeled for acrylic and oil use, but I love them for watercolor. They're really good. They hold the water really well, they hold the paint really well, and they're good springy, and they keep their point really decently well, which is exactly what you want in a watercolor brush. So these make for fantastic brushes to start with. And most of your work is probably going to be done with the size like 9 and 6 that I have here. These are really good brushes to do lots and lots with. And so that's a good place to start. The next thing that you want obviously is your paint, but you can use any paint that you have. Most people have some kind of just old junky watercolor set sitting around somewhere. These are fantastic. You can do a lot with these that looks very professional, looks fantastic if you have good paper and a good brush. So that's where you want to spend your money. Then upgrade your paints later on. Winsor Newton has really good student sets, the Cotman series, and then you can just keep going up more professional from there as you want to spend a little more money. You can buy the tubes and just make in some more expensive ones for some of the better colors that you want to get. But if you're just starting to learn, I would suggest even the praying set. I think you can get this one at Staples. A praying set and this paper and these brushes, and you'll be ready to go and make some great paintings.